everybody, and welcome to Medicine with Marisela. Here we are at beautiful Revere Beach, which is very relevant to our subject, which is heat stroke. Now, heat stroke is a word that is used commonly by the average person, but it has a very specific medical definition. Heat stroke is when actually the body's temperature goes up to 104 Fahrenheit and you have focal brain dysfunction. People who undergo heat stroke can have symptoms such as seizures. They can actually be aggressive, they can hallucinate, and it looks just like the word implies, as if they are having a stroke. Now, the reason why we're talking about this is because this is one of the many diseases that is actually absolutely preventable. And even though it might seem obvious, what I will tell you, it is not, as I see people every day in the hospital coming in with heat stroke. Now, things that you should do to prevent getting this terrible disease, which could have a very deadly diagnosis, are the following. You can actually wear lighter clothing, which is really important. If you know that the day is going to be extremely hot outside, then you should leave any strenuous activity for the areas of shade on the beach or in the day when it's not as hot. You should also consume carbohydrates rather than proteins. And this might seem confusing, but the reason is that proteins actually require more energy to break down. Therefore, if you eat carbohydrates, it is a lot easier for the body to digest these foods, therefore producing less energy. One of the typical features that is important about heat stroke is that you actually lose the ability to sweat. Now, sweat is what your body does to try to eliminate heat. But when you have heat stroke, you actually damage the hormonal response in the body to sweat, and your body can't do it anymore. Therefore, it is very difficult to get rid of heat. So please follow this advice. Now, if you do make it to the hospital because your disease is so severe, what we usually do is we have special cooling measures, such as cooling blankets that the hospital has, as well as we put ice packs in places like the axilla and the groin to overall cool the body. We also sometimes use fanning. We spray people with water bottles and we use fans so that the convection takes the heat out of the body. But since this is such a preventable disease, this is why we're doing this today here at Revere Beach. So until next time with another segment of Medicine with Marisela.
You're watching Fernando's Hideaway.
Your 1 hour bilingual multicultural entertainment television show.